Thank you to AG1 for sponsoring today's video.
My name is Sarah, professional interior designer and creator of the blog She Holds Dearly. On this channel, I like to talk about making a home beautiful on any budget.
Well, it's time to change the porch over. You can see there's been a little damage on the door. The dog has been scratching on the door that I painted so beautiful in the spring, and she was supposed to be using the new vintage doorbell that I installed. She does ring the doorbell on the front door, but I don't know if this one's not as easy for her to turn the dial. So we've got that, and then just the regular old run-of-the-mill. This time of year, I feel like the decorations are getting confused. You know, there's still spring. We still have wood on the porch for the wood stove. We still are kind of in the spring mode, but we're also moving into summer. So I'm pulling in more summery looking decor. I've got a lot of dead plants that I planted that were beautiful for several months, but now they're not looking so good. So it is time to pull everything off, sweep it all down, sort out what needs to be gotten rid of or replaced, and rethink the whole porch area. I love this time of year. I like to clean the windows. I like to sweep all the cobwebs down. I'm always amazed at how dirty a porch can get in 3 months. But here we are, again, cleaning up and making decisions for a whole new look. So I wanted to take you along. I do kind of have a pattern when I work on the porch. I think about the furniture. After I get it all clean, I think about what furniture I want to use. And it's different every year. I just pull from my stash of benches and chairs and rockers, and I just kind of move things around. I don't do exactly the same porch decor ever again. And I have fun with that. So after I get all the windows cleaned, and I'll have to clean the door there, I had to make a decision about painting the door. I had painted it with milk paint, and so you can't touch up milk paint, and I think I want to change it to a different kind of a paint so I can do touch up, because I think that's going to be part of my life now. So I do need to get some of that, and I might get to that this fall. I like to do my porch decorating in multiple days. Actually, I like to do all of my decorating in multiple days if I can. If I can do the cleaning and the designing and the kind of practicing the first day, it always helps me then to just go sleep, and I feel like the ideas kind of settle and kind of crystallize for me, and then the next day I will come back to it. So we're on day 2 of the porch, and I have a clearer idea of what I want to do. I have to get out here early in the morning because the light is way too bright if I come out later. And I always start my mornings with AG1. I literally get up, brush my teeth, and I go drink my AG1, which I've talked about in the past, but I've got some good news for you, new news for you. AG1 has created a new formula. It's called AG1 Next Gen. And here is what it looks like on the package. You'll look for this bright green dot. That means you have the new formula. AG1 Next Gen is a daily health drink, but it is unlike any one that I've ever tried. It has over 75 vitamins, minerals, prebiotics, probiotics, superfoods, digestive enzymes, and I've been using it for over 7 months now. I've gotten my neighbor drinking it. I've got my husband drinking it. My kids are adults. They're drinking it. You don't want to give it to anyone under the age of 18, but it continues to make its impact in my little world. And so I love passing this information on to you too. I actually treat it like a morning cup of coffee. I don't drink coffee. I just love letting this hit my system right off the bat, and it tastes like vanilla and pineapple, so better tasting than any green drink I've ever had. The AG1 Next Gen has upgraded the probiotics, and they've added vitamins and minerals. So more nutrients, but the same price. They've got some new clinical tests that have come through. One in particular shows that the AG1 Next Gen is increasing healthy gut bacteria by 10 times. Their travel packs used to look like this. I love them. I love how compact they are and simple when I'm traveling. Okay, green dot. Now they look like this because this style is easier to pour and you won't spill it as much. So they've switched to this. This is an upgrade as well. You can get started on AG1 Next Gen for less than $3 a day. If you click on my QR code here or in the description below, I'll leave you a link and you can get started on your subscription. You will also get $75 of free extra items included if it's your first time subscribing. So I just can't recommend this product enough. There's a 90-day money-back guarantee, so there's just no risk. This is the easiest way I know to support your gut health and to fill that common nutrient gap that a lot of us are dealing with. Okay, so the porch. I've had a night to sleep on it. I have been thinking about a theme, and I think that's really helpful when you're trying to honestly decorate anything, is come up with a little bit of a theme to steer you. So this year's summer porch theme is going to be a summer vacation rental. And so I'm just picturing if you had a beach house, what would your beautiful porch look like? So you want a place to sit and chat. You want maybe a picnic basket. You want some blankets sometimes. We need some fun sort of vintage looking yard games tucked around. I'm going to use the shelf under the window that we added in the springtime. I want to use that as a little place for kids, quote kids, to display their collections. So seashells, have some baseballs there so they can play with those. I have a little sailboat that I made, and that will be sort of like the kid zone. And then we'll tuck all the other pieces in. Ferns are really good. So I like ferns for spring and summer decor. So I think there can be some overlap from some of your spring decor. You can leave it out and have more shelf life into your summer decorating. I had this beautiful flag. It was Colby's grandfather's, and I just feel like the tassel trim on it is so unique and brings in a bunch more characters. So I'm hanging this up on the wall in the back here. I think it'll be a perfect backdrop to have here with the chairs. I am repeating my little bistro table. I got this at IKEA, but I had this for this spring and I thought I would just continue on it. I like how it's the size of the window. And then I've got my wicker chairs. These also are from IKEA. They've been a great staple to have around. And I need to make a decision about the furniture under this other window. I've got the green bench, which was cute from the spring, but it's a little small, kind of not really the color scheme I'm looking for. And then I have 3 folding chairs, but I didn't like how many pieces were there. I'll have to get your guys' opinion to let me know in the comments below. But for now, I ended up using it's not wicker actually, it's a plastic, but I love my gray little love seat. It has a hole in the seat where the dog put her paw through it last year. So I'll have to figure that out. I'm not ready to get rid of it, but it is damaged. Disappointed about that, but you know how it goes. So we are going to use that. And the other day, my daughters were asking for a quilt to lay in the lawn. I think that's a common request. So not everything is just purely decoration here. Some of it is very much functional. And so this quilt, the girls can use to lay on if they want. The cream pillow I found at the thrift store. You have seen it in a recent haul. And I'm going to reuse my ferns from the spring. The striped pillows are ones I made in the past, and they just look like airmail to me. Very, very English or Parisian or something. I really love those. Do you remember this picnic basket that I found at the antique store in Eastern Washington? I love that. It has an eagle on it. It's perfect for summer patriotic decor. So we've got that. working into the tablescape here. And then I just cut some shrubbery from the yard and put them in these mason jars. I think that's a good way to do a lot of actual flower arrangements. I'll just put in a mason jar and then drop them in a container that I really like. And then last but not least, this cute little shelf that we added. I am adding in little pieces that feel like maybe someone at a vacation home had a little collection of their summer treasures on this shelf. And then we've got some tennis rackets that I got at the Goodwill bins and my favorite little croquet set that I found at a garage sale years ago. So let me know in the comments below what is your favorite part of this porch and which chair setup you like best.
Thank you so much for watching. If you would like more resources, I help women connect and learn more about God in my behind the scenes group and bespoke design retreats. I also help women expand their talents with my Elite Decorating Academy and seasonal decor boxes. I will leave the links to these resources in the description box below.